Hello, hi, shalom, shalom, peace. Um, I'm going to talk about what's going on in the world, but I try to not go into so much political because it's swing, it's going. It's a fragile and it's changed the whole time, the political things. And I want to talk about something that is stable and have value for our life. And that is not the political things. We need to have our mindset done so we don't be frightened about what's going on in the world. We need to be set apart from the world. And one thing that happened to me that I'd be very surprised that I have come in so far in the spirit. So I did forget my daughter's birthday. That was the first time ever I have done that. I'd be very surprised because it was blank. I didn't have any thoughts about a birthday for my daughter, and I also think that she is so old, so why should we celebrate birthday? She is born 1985, so we can celebrate when we meet instead. Why should we change money? It's to change money, it is to buy gifts. I can give my daughter gifts when we meet, and it doesn't need to be her birthday. So it's fun when it's young children. That is important to do. But when you are over 20, you don't need to have this going on to change money. I buy gifts, birthday gift to my daughter for my money, and she give me birthday gifts for her money. So this is only to change money between each other. And my daughter don't want to be with me because I am thinking like that with the money to do. And her father, it's like he's irritated on everything that is going around him. He's too much target the world, and he's irritated, and the only solution he have when it start to be our daughter's birthday is that he give her lots of money. That's what he think. I give her lots of money and then I am away with it, like that. I know him because we lived together in 16 years. So my daughter love money, so she is with her father. She don't want to be with me. And if she have say to me that I want to come and celebrate my birthday with you, then I have remember it. But she never want to celebrate anything with me because I am not money. And my daughter think, because she hear from my son that want to say everything evil, going talking to people about evil things and negative things. So he's telling my daughter that I don't have any money. And I can't understand how can she think like that when I have traveled to many countries now. Last time I was in Utah in United States. That was much money. How do she think that I don't have any money when I travel? And of course, when we are together, she is buying things for me, the food to eat, and or if we take some coffee or something, she is buying for me because she believes that I am so poor, so she have to pay for me. And I am maybe stupid. I'm maybe the evil one because I don't tell her that I can pay for myself. But the last time we were together, we split up to pay. I pay for the food, and she paid for the coffee, and so we were about even with each other in money. So that was different, and it had been different between us since I was talking to her. You that follow me, you know that I recorded her what she was saying when I talked to her about what happened in year 2000 when she was 15 years old, and she was with me when the highest priest come, and then later on God come and speak. And she said, and the answer she had for me, it was that I don't remember, very angry was she, and irritated over that I asked her this question. And I was so young, but if I want to remember things that happened when I was 15 years old, I can take it. I can get it. What happened when I was 15 years old. I know exactly where I was inside the home the whole time, and I listened at the music on the radio, watched television, and didn't do so much. When I go to the movie, I wanted my mother to come with me to the movie, and in the school I didn't say one word, and I was so very scared and shy, and because my childhood was so very bad, abusive, mental abusive, so I was like a shadow. And people that meet me today that have met me when I was a teenager, they don't recognize me because of that. I am totally different today, and so she should have remember this, because it was so very special that evening when she remember little when I say to her that, remember when you had a dream in the night that you were out from our planet, and outside the planet you saw our planet was burning. There were fire, and you were scared because you didn't know where to go when the planet was in fire. And that is maybe a prophecy that she was in too. Where do we go if the whole planet is burning? And that doesn't mean that it's burning with a fire in that way that it's burning up houses and trees. It's about when it's scary and it's burning inside you and burning up your spirit and things you be frightened and you don't know where to go to hide from the evil things going on. That's what it means, the prophecy she saw. And then so she remembered that when she was 15. So why didn't she remember when the highest priest come and God come and talk? Because after she was crying after God have left and we were back to our normal life, and she was crying, my daughter, and I asked, why are you crying? Because you're crying very much. And she said, why didn't they talk to me? She asked, why did they, not that one in the corner or something. She said they, plural, that there were more than one she heard. But she denied it now, and it should have affected her, and she should have remember what was going on in that, because it was only one time and it never happened again. So it was very special. And no, she is denied it. She lie in the way that she don't remember. So it's morning, so I have a little, I'm not clear in my throat yet, and I have not talking to anyone. I should have singing a little, so maybe I could have been clean in my throat. But I don't remember now what I was talking about when I come into my daughter this about. But one subject I wanted to talk about, it's about what's going on now in Sweden. I live in Sweden, and in the news today we have election coming up a little more than 1 month from now. This is, I think it's August 2nd, 2022. And we have election coming up. And now they were at the news programs, the morning programs, the morning show, they talking about homosexual right in the society, and the media is for homosexual people here in Sweden. So it's 2 channel I can watch in the morning to watch the news, and both are taking up this with homosexual questions the whole time, and they have a guest in the morning shows that is homosexual or have, and this morning was it a woman that tried to be a woman, but he was born a man, and until he was 60 years old, because today that he could transform himself to a woman. And it's harder to see if a man is a woman or a woman is a man when over 60, because like we going back to, everything is going back to where we were when we were born. So babies, we can't see if there is a boy or a girl if they don't show between their legs. It's hard to know if it's a boy or a girl if they don't take those color, so the baby have pink and almost 100% is it a girl, and the other baby have blue, then we know it's a little less in the blue, but we assume it's a boy. But when they go over 60, it's going back to that. It's hard to see sometimes if it's a woman or a man without they have changed it. The normal people, it's very hard. Sometimes the old men look like women, and also it's fall apart, all this body, so the muscle they have at the chest, it's going down, so it look like they have boobs. Men when they are old, and women start to get bored and doesn't shave it away, or and the hair is thinner like a man, so it's hard. So that's it's not surprising that if they have been into another gender, they changed the gender when they are over 60, because it's hard to see. And because some women look like old women can look like men in old age. So, and it is about election in Sweden, and the Communist Party here in Sweden, they are small. They are not so big party. So, and so they want people to vote for them to be more. So they are flirting with the homosexual people to vote on them. And then it was the opposite, the lowest that is for homosexual in the society. That was those that is coming from the Hitler Nazist party. But they are very big here in Sweden. And they hold in this. It's not that I don't vote for them, but if I should vote on those two, I should do that to the Nazis party. But I know what's in the background in them. that they are going to be very bad if they get be the biggest party here in Sweden. It's going to be very, very bad. And I'm trying to, if I am going, I fly to Israel in November, and so the election have been. And if I see that they got the power here in Sweden, this Nazis party, then I will stay. I will try to do whatever I can to stay in Israel. I'm not coming back. So it's very much questions that is going to be answered in November. And so I'm going to ask for I have started a process to see if I can come back to Israel as a Jewish person, and if it doesn't work and the election go bad here in Sweden, I'm going to ask for asylum to stay in Israel because of that I am from Jewish lineage, and Nazis is a leader in Sweden, so I'm going to ask asylum. So much can happen in November, and so what they are talking about the homosexual interest group. They want it to that transsexual trans persons is not transsexual. It can be different. It's different between transsexual and trans, and or queer. That's why it's different names, because they are different from each other. So this is for the people that don't accept that they are born girls and want to be man, or they are born a boy and want to be a woman. It's about them, and they say that they should not need to go to the doctor to be a medical exam for to change their genders. They should only do it whenever they want to do it, and that is very deep surgery that can't be taken back again. A little of it can they take back, but not everything. And especially so they also was talking about that this Nazis party, they say that for to change gender they should be 25 years old, and I agree to it, because it's very bad to know that when you are 25 years old, congratulations, 25 years old, you are in the top in your brain. Then everything have coming together in your brain if you have a normal growing in your body, and then it's going down. Oh, it's sad to know these things, that is going down from 25. But that's when everything have coming together, and that's when you can make a decision if you want to be change your gender, and you shouldn't, because you were born. It was in God's will that you should be born in that gender that you are in, and it. I have said that is many people that struggle the whole life. There is people that have very much hard life, and they need to stay alive and do the best of what they have. There is people that is laying in a bed and they can't move around like you, and they have to do the best of their life. If they are they have a positive mindset, and that is when people say that feel like they are in the wrong body, then is it to tell yourself that this is the devil that want to make me think like that, and I have to fight against him. I have to fight against those mindset that the devil want to place in me. And I maybe feel like a man, but I am a woman. But I have to live my life in that way and accept it and do the best. And I have talked about it, that the devil tried to take me when I was young, and I was very close. If it had been today and not knowing God, I maybe should have changed the gender, because I have never felt me like a woman. But I have survived, and today I try to be more female. I don't accept these things, and it was mental issues I had when I wanted to be a man, because I grew up to see that my mother treat my older brother, that he was like a king, that we women should serve all the men. And that's why I'm maybe is very much about talking about this, that how man is looking at us women when it's come to religions, because of my experience in my childhood, and it affect my whole life, that my mother say that men was better than women and we should serve them. So I was very young when I was 10 years old. I remember now, I was 10 years old when I did the breakfast for my brother. And then when he went away, I cleaned up his bedroom. He had his own bedroom, and I cleaned it up and I did the breakfast for him. And I complained to my mother, why must I do breakfast for my brother? He's old enough to could do it by himself. But my mother has told me that, oh, he is going to be married and his wife will take care of him, so he don't need to know how to do breakfast, she say. The fun was that my brother find a woman that couldn't do breakfast. They live on boiled egg and tea. That's what they eat in the morning, because they didn't know how to do like porridge or other things to eat in the breakfast. So it was fun that it become in that way. And so I could easily, because my mother teach me that men was better than women, that I could, and then I got a friend that was lesbian. I didn't know that she was, but I found it out, and then we separated. But first, and she wanted me to dress like a man. We play with to take my brother's clothes, and she did never wear the clothes. I was the one that should wear the clothes. And then she started to kiss me, and I thought it was very odd that she kissed me. And she wanted me to be together with me, like in sexual and everything. So we stopped because she never come so close. She understood that she will never be my husband. So that's what I'm talking about when I'm talking about friends, that they have always wanted something. They have always had an agenda behind why they are becoming to be my friends. And another friend, she have no money, and I pay for her for everything. And she was friend because I pay all the drinking, all the party we had. I pay it for her, and that was her agenda. So this is targeting when they're talking about to lower the age of to could decide. In many countries there is 18 years old to could decide, but they are not pleased with that. They want the parents to tell what gender it is on their baby. They don't accept if it's born a girl. Then it's in what they want. The homosexual is that they can change the gender as soon as they see that this is a girl that is born, but I want a baby boy, so they can change it. That's what they want. And you that are awake, that the devil is to take our children, and that's a really sign. And I have lived so long, so I remember how it was in the 1968, and there was revelation going on. It was very much with drugs and these things, and much criminal things. But the difference of today is that it's going faster, everything. That's the difference. It's not about the event. It took place when I was a teenager also. It was very bad when I grew up, when I was teen. It was very much drugs going on. It was very much criminal going on, but they didn't kill. But very much criminal was in the background, in the darkness. So that's not different today, more than the killing, that they have weapon and kill. But that weapon is is what I'm talking about. Fast. It's going faster today and everything. When I was teenager, it maybe was a knife killing, uh, like those things. But now they can only grab a pistol and a rifle and kill instantly people. So that go faster, and this destruction is this about watching in the phone. They walk around. So many people walk around and look in their telephone and see all this. The brain get it very fast. All kind of things in their telephones, and they don't look around what's going on in the society. They only watch what media want you to believe in. And today we know there is so much fake things going on. Technical, they can give you a message that you believe that is a true, and then it's a lie, it's an agenda from something evil. So it's what to do is to not go there. Why do you need to look in the telephone the whole time? Why do you need to have music things in your ear the whole time? I am not talking about to take away everything, but what to do with all the time. I want you to, when you listen at my podcast, I want you to sit down and not doing things in that moment you listen. You lay back and relax and listen, and not doing 1,000 things in the same time, because then you don't get the message. So it's the conclusion about what's going on is that things going very fast. It change in 1 minute. It can change everything, and it can change everything when you're walking around and looking down in your phone, or listen at loudly music, and then suddenly you find yourself going into another world, and you die or are very bad being in an ambulance. It can happen in 1 second from where you are. So you have to be awake, because everything is going so fast today. So this is it was internet, computer. It come in this generation for a reason. That was already done, planned for, of the devil, to make us be distracted from what's going on in the world around us. And they didn't say that in the news, but there is a volcano have started on Iceland that's spreading poison around, and I am with Iceland about this, and I hope that those people that that is working for God, that is God's people, that they have protection from this toxic clouds that coming over Iceland today, and make it hard to leave Iceland because the airplane can't see to fly away with people. So thank you for listening, and take care and slow down. Maybe you can take one day at the week that you have your Sabbath to slow down things. You prepare for that day to be a day of relaxing from everything. You can do it the day before or the day after, those things that you think you need to do, and you things you need to do. So take care of you. God loves you, and I love you too, and I hope will be more people coming and listen to my podcast. It's going down, but I think it's the devil that stop that working on these platforms that stop me from reach people. But I reach the people God wants me to reach anyway. So thank you for listening.